Hello, hello, hello everyone. It is Teresa from Teresa's Spot for Art, where I love helping you create a journey life through some fun, simple, and quick art projects. Let me hit the go live button from my Facebook, and here we are. Hey everyone, how is it going? You would think, I don't know, it's like this routine I'm stuck in. You would think I would get comfy before I hit the go live button. But no, I always hit it, and then I guess maybe because if it's not gonna work and I'm gonna have tech issues, I can't be that comfy. So, what's going on? What's going on? We are painting this today. Can you see these fun flip-flops? Let me turn you guys around and we can chit-chat while I paint. There we go. Is that close enough for you? Let me see. I'll put a little hey in the comments. Hey, and we will get painting. So, this is fall. Yes, this is fall. I'm going to be showing you guys what that is in a minute. I want to get my background done though. So let me put out some paints. I am putting out some peacock blue, some true blue, and some white. I'm going to keep this one very pastel and soft, I think. Or at least that's, I'm going to try. That's the game plan. That is the game plan. I wonder if I should work my way up or work my way down. Let me move my water. I'll work my way down. So I'll start with the water first. So I'm going to load my brush with some white while we chit-chat. So I have had a lot going on, you guys. A lot. How has summer been treating you? Good, I hope. And I'm just using my brush. I'm kind of making like a laying down S. So I'm picking up some blue, I'm picking up some white, and I'm curving it. Up top is going to be the water. Pick up a little bit more of this, a little bit of this dark blue, and I'm curving up and up. Like I said, I want to keep this soft and pastel-y. But you do your own colors. Actually, it's funny because today, my blog post, I do a weekly blog post on my website at Teresa's Spot for Art. Today's blog post was using what you have. It does not have to be the exact colors. It does not have to be the exact brush. It does not have to be the exact tracer. Nope. You want to paint some flip-flops? Get a picture of some flip-flops off the interweb, trace it onto your multimedia paper or copy paper or pizza box or whatever it is, and get painting. I was really big on this during COVID. I liked to try and encourage everyone to use what they had. You know, things were a little weird then, and I still feel the same way. All my supply lists are suggested. They're suggested colors, suggested whatever. You don't need all these, you don't need every exact color. When I started out, I had colors, but I got much better at mixing. I don't keep the blue, fine. I don't know that white, it's fine. I'm just going to blue, fill it down. I'm switching brush. Is what I don't get another one. I can blue, and then so you're lighter. This is so this is, I have an event in a couple weeks. It's going to be the launch of the Young Journal Live, and I'll show you guys. It comes with a 30-page graphic download. I'm going to show you guys how I put this complete Young Journal together. So look a little different because there's a calendar page for this, and that's what we're going to be doing. That's, well, one of our projects we're going to be doing. But they start to finish, I have here and everything. And so I know I was on the phone this weekend for over an hour trying to get my internet fixed, and I don't know if I did or not. It looks like I didn't. It's been quite the pain. I'm turning on my, there we go. It's been quite the pain. I don't understand what the problem is. I'm just picking up some white. I'm gonna come in here. I'm just gonna go around, pick up some tan, and now I'm doing the sandy part of the beach. I don't mind if I get paint on my flip-flops because I'm gonna be painting over them. I could get a smaller brush. That would probably be a good idea. Let's do that. Let me get this brush. So yeah, I was on the phone this weekend over an hour with my email, my Wi-Fi provider. They can't tell me what the deal is. I pay for high speed. I have a booster. I have a mesh, and nothing seems to work. I seem to just get frozen and jammed up, and it's beginning to be quite annoying. Nobody wants to watch a video where I'm jumping all around and it's skipping and whatever. So they're sending me a new box, and I have to call back, and maybe then we can get to the bottom of this. I do speed tests. My speed tests are fine. And then when I come online, I skip and freeze. So I don't know. Anyway, now I'm painting the sandy part. I went to a medium round brush. I'm going in and out all these little shells we have down here. I could just I could paint all the tan and then come back in and paint my shells over it again, or retrace my shells, but whatever, to each his own. You could do that if you want. Actually, I think I'm going to go over this one because I'll be able to see it. So the other two I'll leave. With paint, acrylic paint, you can fix anything. So you can just paint and paint, and if you want to go back over it, wait for it to dry, and then you can go back over it and clean it up. So I'm just making my sandy beach here, picking up some tan and some white. This is a really abstract background. I painted in all the background, and now I'm just going back in and I'm adding in a little bit of swirl into my strokes. We don't want our beachy sand to be perfect. We want it to have a little bit of contrast to it. I just used a little bit of the dark brown and mostly the tan. It's actually fawn and white. When I'm done with this part, I'm going to go add a little bit of white suds into where my water meets my sand. So let me just wash this brush a little bit. I'm going to pick up some white. And I'm just adding a little bit of white in here. If you've been to the saltwater beach, and a wavy beach has tides and waves, you'll see when the water comes in and meets the sand, you have a little bit of some foaming and white that happens there, and that's just what I'm doing with this. Nothing neat about it. There we go. All right. And I can come back and make that whiter later if I want. But we're just going to leave that for now. We want it uneven. And I want it to come a little bit into the sand too, but I didn't want to start picking up the tan from the sand, so I had to let that dry a little bit. All right. Now I'm going to put a little bit out of this burgundy because I'm going to make my flip-flops pink. And I love the rose-colored pink that this deep burgundy makes. I'm going to switch back to my 1/2 inch flat brush. So this weekend, or this Friday rather, I'm going to be starting our Craft and Care Fridays. I'm going to be live every Friday, finally. I've been trying to figure out a day. I'm going to be live every Friday with a new project, whether it's acrylic art or paper crafting, collaging. We shall see. But the plan is we can catch up on Friday mornings. I'm going to have my iced coffee and my supplies ready. And we're just going to hang out and craft together. Most of the time I will have a freebie, what is that? A freebie download for you guys. I'm just mixing in this burgundy and white because I love the rose-colored pink that this makes. Need a little bit more white there for the middle. And I'm just blending it all together. I think there was a little bit of stuff in my paint. Isn't this such a pretty color? I love the light blue and the tan and this rose color together. I'm going to be adding in a little bit of some mint green too when I go in to do the shells. And it's one of my favorite palettes. I'm just trying to pick up a little bit of the dark. I want the outside edge of my flip-flops to be a little bit darker as I come around. Okay, there we go. I gotta make this one a little bit darker as well. Sometimes my paint, I guess, well, for lack of a better word, I call it snotty. Gets these dry parts in it. Need a little more white. I'll just pick up this white. I want the outside of my flip-flops to be a little shaded, but I don't want it to have like a total stripe. So there we go. I'm going to put out a little bit of black. I'm going to change my brush again because this brush is too big to do my straps. Some black paint. Now I'm trying to decide what I'm going to put on the straps. If I'm just going to leave them straps or if I'm going to put something. The original design has a flower, but we shall see. I don't know. So right now I'm just leaving the center part empty. Let's see, should I put a flower in there? I don't know. I don't know. But while I decide, I'll continue painting. So I need a little bit of the screen. Not much at all. Pick up some white and get this really, really, really light green going here. I'm going to paint in my starfish. And again, like I did on the flip-flops, I want to come around and add a little bit of dark to the outside. Just a little bit of shading to the outside of my, and then I'm just pulling in a little bit of shading into where our starfish has its little arms and legs. Then I'm going to change up this blue a little bit. I kept the green on my brush. And I add a little bit of white to it. I'm trying to get this blue, but a little bit more pale and different from the green. And I'm going to paint this shell. And this is all little separate strokes. And they just line up to one another. And you get smaller as you go down. And then we have that little shell. And now I'm going to wash my brush. And then what to do. Maybe I'll make this one pink. Like actually I could make it a little bit of lilac. There we go. Why not? It's art. Can't be wrong, right? And again with this one, I'm making all different strokes. I'm using my round brush and I'm pulling all the strokes in separate. And you can kind of see how there's a little separation there between each scallop on the shell. Okay, so I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to pick up a little bit of white on just the side of my brush. And go in there with a little bit of white and add some highlight to that shell. Oops. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. I upload 2 videos a week now, and there are hundreds of videos on there already. Now I'm picking up some white and I'm just going back in here and adding in some white highlight to that little shell. And then I'm going to do the same thing with some of this. Okay? All right. Now I guess I will put a flower. What kind of flower should I put up in here? And what color flower should I put up in here? What do you think? What do you think? Let me go and see if I can. Oh, there we go. No, okay. Let's see if I have any comments or opinions. So I let the black dry. Oh, you know what I do? I think I'm going to do the purple. I'm going to put a little bit more. Oh, I don't need more blue. I'm going to bring in the purple here. A little bit more blue. Pick up some white because I want it a little lighter. And I'm going to use this purple and pick up the purple from this shell and put in my flowers. And I'm just going to make these big daisies. So I'm just going to do a push and a push and a push. I'm just taking my brush. This is a medium round. And I'm giving it a squish, and then I pick it up. That had a little black in it because it wasn't dry, but that's okay. And there we go. We have these little purple flowers, and again, I'm going to pick up some white like I did for the shells. And I'm just adding white now. Pick up some more white. Might have to get some fresh white. And I'm just adding a little bit of white and a highlight onto my flower petals. Let that dry a little bit. Then I'm going to go, should we put polka dots on our flip-flops or should we put stripes? I think I might put stripes. I'm just eyeballing it. There we go. And then this one, I'm actually going to do this opposite. I'm just filling in a little bit of the ends because I was using this round brush, so my ends were a little bit wonky. There we go. Okay. What do you guys think so far? Are you loving these summer flip-flops that we're painting in acrylics today? I am. Right, I'm going to get a little bit of black. And now I'm going to outline my flops. Now when you outline, it does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be a complete line. They can be a little bit broken up. They can be a little bit thicker in places. Okay, just coming in here and doing it for a little bit of shading. I'm also going to come back with some white highlights. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of black to my shell. Do the same thing around the starfish. And then the segments or the different layers of this one. Add a little bit around some of the flower petals. And wash my brush. Oh my god, so cute, you guys. Oh wait, I'm gonna take a little black. I'm gonna add it to the bottom of some of these stripes. Same thing here. Not complete lines, just under them a tiny bit. I got my fresh white. I'm going to add some white highlight to the bands on my flip-flops. And then a little bit more fresh white to the shells. And for our starfish, I'm using the back of the brush and putting these little dot details on the starfish arms. Now I want to come back in. Let me see if my flowers are dry enough. I'm going to get my white and I'm going to put a round center. This one was a little wet, but that's okay. Put a round center in my flowers. Wash my brush. So, this is the junk journal that we're going to have in 2 weeks. We're having the launch for the Junk Journal Hive. There will be 30 pages of these printables, these fall printables. Not all these of them. This is one. This is one. There's tags. This is another one. This is another one. There's tags. There's decals. There's ephemera. I teach you how to make 3 little 1-page pockets that you can add to your junk journal. And then we put together this entire journal. This is from a cereal box, you guys. So we'll be doing that. And then I started this one. These are canvases. So this is 1 canvas and 2 canvas. And this is going to be another journal that I'm putting together. I didn't finish this one yet. This was part 1. It's on my YouTube channel. This is going to be another journal I'm putting together. So I have an art book just like this one that I bought. And this I'm using recycle canvases to do. Show you how to back it. And then I'm going to show you how to put the whole thing together and bind it. So just some stuff I've been working on. And then I'm going to come down here. I'm going to get the blue. I'm going to get the blue. And I'm going to do my initials that I love now. So for the longest time, I didn't have any way that I liked to sign my artwork, and now I do. I'm so excited. So let me turn you guys around. And, oh wait, why didn't I turn around? Because there's more issues than, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna have to contact Cable again and be on the phone with them again. So this is what we painted today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Catch you guys next time. Bye.